Okay, you see this problem. Uh, 1179 is the date of agreement. 15,000 is the cash price. Less cash down 2,000. Balance is 13,000. Last balance is 15,000. There is no depreciation. Okay, opening date. First installment, you calculate 5% on principal 13,650. Installment 3,000. Principal 3,250. Then 20% on this 3,000. You deduct and asset in the balance. First column, last column. Okay, next date is 1980. Second installment. 10,650 into 5%. 533 interest. Then principal is 2,467. Take to the cash price column. Charge depreciation 20%. Then take the balance of first column and last column. First column, last column, balance. Okay. Then next is 1981. 8,183 into 5 by 100, 409. Installment 3,000, principal 2,591. Installment minus interest. And take to the cash price column, principal. Depreciation 20%. Okay. Take the balance. This is the balance. Then next is 82. Fourth installment. Interest calculate. On balance. 280 is the interest. 3,000 installment. Principal 2,720. Okay. And take that in the cash price column. Calculate 20% depreciation on the balance. 7,680 into 20 by 100. 1536 nearly. Take the balance. Then last installment. In the last installment, you don't calculate interest. Remember this point. Don't calculate interest for the last installment. You write installment here. You write the installment. Then balance take as principal. 2,872 you take as principal. Difference between installment and principal is called interest. 128. Then you take this to the cash price columns 2,872. Charge 20% depreciation. 1,289 nearly. Okay. Over. Take the total. This is the total. Cash price 0. Depreciation column 4,855. Principal 15,000 equal to cash price. Interest 2,000. Installment 17,000. Clear? Then I will pass the journal entry in the books of hire vendor. Hire vendor means X company limited. X and company. Okay. You see the journal entries in the books of purchaser. In the books of hire purchaser. Hire purchaser means X company. Date, particular, LF, debit, credit. Okay. Amount I have taken. You write debit, credit. You take this as a debit, credit. 11879. First you pass two entry for cash down. Cash down. First is debit the increase in asset, credit the increase in liability. Delivery van account data to Y company account. Y company account. 2,000 is the cash down. Being cash down due. And you pay this for payment Reduce the liability, reduce the asset. If you make payment, asset reduces, liability reduces. Liability is Y company creditor. Creditor reduces, cash reduces. Therefore, debit decrease in liability. Y company account debtor to cash account. To cash account. Being cash down paid. 2000, 2000. Okay. 2 entry for cash down. Remember. 2 entry for cash down, 2 entry for installment, 1 entry for depreciation, and 1 entry for transfer. Total 6 entry. Remember this. Okay. Then for installment, on 31st 12 79 installment, debit increase in asset, debit increase in expense, debit increase in liability. Increase in asset means PAN value increases. Increase in expense means interest account. Increase in liability means Y account. Delivery van account debtor, interest account debtor to Y company account, being installment due. Here you take van account principal, interest account interest, Y account installment. Remember this. Being installment due. Then for making payment of installment, if installment is paid, asset decreases, liability decreases. Means cash decreases, creditor decreases. Therefore, debit decrease in liability, credit decrease in asset. Y company account debtor to cash account, being installment paid. 3000, 3000. Installment paid. Being installment paid. Cash down to entry, installment to entry. Next is depreciation. If you charge depreciation, depreciation is expense, increase is debited. If you depreciate the asset, asset value decreases. So expense decrease, increase in expense debit, decrease in asset credit. Depreciation account debtor to delivery van account, being depreciation charge. 3000 is the first year depreciation, being depreciation charge. Then this depreciation and interest you transfer to P&L account. These are already credited, you debit them. Debited, you credit them. P&L account debtor to interest account to depreciation account. P&L account total debit is 3650. 3000 depreciation, 650 interest. Okay, being interest and depreciation transferred. First year completed, 1 year completed. Then next is second year. Second year 1980 at the end. Here only cash down entry is not there, only installment entry. If for installment 2 entry, then installment 2 entry, depreciation 1 entry, and transfer 1 entry. Okay, these are the 5 entries, and you don't go for pirating all this. You remember first year entry and leave the first 2 entry, copy the remaining entry. Copy the remaining entry and change the amount only. Installment entry 2, depreciation 1, transfer entry 1. Totally 4 entry you copy and paste. And take the amount as per the respective year. Okay. You see here, this is the second year information. Second year date. The same entries are there. I will not go for explaining this. You see this. Delivery van account debtor, interest account debtor to Y company account. Y company account debtor to cash account. Depreciation account debtor to delivery van. P&L account data to interest account, depreciation account. These entries are previous year entries. Previous whatever you recorded, the same entry are here, not the different one. ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಹೋದ ವರ್ಷ ಬರ್ದ್ರಿ ಪೈಲಾ ವರ್ಷ ಬರ್ದ್ರಿ ಅವ ಇದಾವ್. ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಡೌನ್ ಎರಡು ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ಉಳಿದ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಇದ್ದಂಗ್ ಬರೀರಿ. And take the amount from the second year. Take the amount from the second year. Principal is 2,467. Interest of second year is 533. Second year installment is 3,000. 3,000, 3,000. Depreciation for the second year is 2,400. 2,400 credit. And transfer it. Total P&L account is 2,933. 533 interest, 2,400 depreciation. Okay, same entry for the second year. And again you copy the same entry. ಮತ್ತೆ ತಿರ್ಗಿ ನಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋ, ಇವ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋರಿ, ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ. 31/12/81. For year 81, same entry you write them. Okay, these are the entries. Same entry. Third year entry. Third year principal is 2,591. Interest for third year is 409. Total is 3,000. Installment is 3,000. Third year depreciation is 1,920. 1,920. You write it. Then transfer to P&L account is 2,329 total. Interest 409. Depreciation 1,920. This is the amount you fill. This is the third year amount. Third year amount you fill. Journal entry are same. Okay. Then come to the fourth year. You come to the fourth year. In the fourth year again you write 4 entry. You write the 4 entry. These are the 4 entries. Same entry you write. 4 entry you write. Fill the amount of fourth year. Fourth year principal is 2,720. Interest is 280. Total 3,000. Installment of the second year is 3,000. Depreciation for 1982 is 1,536. 1,536. And for transfer of this P&L account debit 1,816 total. 1,816 total means 280 interest, 1,536 depreciation. In this way you write the amount. Okay, first year you write the journal entry and leave cash down entry 2. Remaining entry you copy and paste. Copy and paste. Next year 1983. In the 1983 you see this. The same entries. Same entries are there. Okay, entries, 4 entries are same. Amount is different. 1983 principal column is 2,872. Interest is 128. Total 3,000. 3,000 installment payment. Then depreciation 1,289. 1,289. If you transfer it, total P&L account 1,569. Interest 280. Depreciation 1,289. This is the total. And at the end of the last year, you take the total. At the end of the last year, you take the total here. Okay. In this way, you write the journal entries in the books of purchaser. Then you see the journal entries in the books of vendor. How to write the journal entries in the books of vendor means seller. In the books of seller. Okay, this is the format for journal entry in the books of seller. Seller entry you see here. The first entry is for selling the goods. First entry is for selling the goods on the date of sale. Date of sale is 1/1/879. Okay, so for sale of goods, X company account data to sales. 15,000 is the cash price. 15,000 is the sale. You take the cash price as sale. Okay, being goods. Being goods sold on higher purchase. Okay, first entry. First entry for sale and second entry for receiving cash. That is installment or cash down. On the same day he received the cash, his asset increases, then the liability decreases. Bank account debtor to X company account. Being cash down, received. Being cash down, received, not paid. Okay, 2,000 is the cash down received. The same date. Okay, and 31st 12/78. This is the second entry. Then every year you charge depreciation. At the end of the year, charge depreciation and receive installment. At the end of the year, they charge interest. For charging interest, journal entries, X and company account debtor to interest account, being interest earned. 650, 650. Okay. Thereafter, for receiving installment, if you receive the installment, asset increases, liability decreases. So bank account debtor to X and company account, being installment received 3,000, 3,000. First installment. Then interest transfer to P&L account. You transfer the interest to P&L account. Interest account debtor to P&L account. 650, 650. First year over. First year over. How many entries? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 entry over. And second year and thereafter. Second year and thereafter only 3 entry. Sale entry will not come. Cash down entry will not come. Only 3 entry. One is charging interest. Second is for receiving installment. Third is for transfer of interest. Only 3 entry comes from second and subsequent year. Remember this. Okay. So second year for second year and charging interest, debit, increase in creditor debited interest account credited. Interest X and company is the debtor. Debtor account increases, then interest account credited. Asset increases, income increases. Being interest earned 530, 530. Okay. Then next is for receiving the amount, installment. If you receive the installment, bank account debtor to X and company account, 3,000, 3,000. Installment received. Second entry. Then third entry is for transfer of interest. You take the total. This total goes to next page. Okay, total. This is B bar F. 1980 interest account debtor to P&L account, being interest transferred for transfer of interest. This is the entry, third entry. And every year 3 entry you copy and paste. 1981 3 entry. One entry is for interest, second entry is for receiving installment, third entry is for transfer of interest. So for interest, debtors account, debtor to interest account, asset account increases, income account increases, so interest earned 409, 409. Then second entry is for receiving installment. Bank balance increases, debtor balance decreases. Being installment received 3000, 3000. Second is installment received. Then transfer interest to P&L account. Interest account debtor to P&L account, being interest transferred 409, 409. Okay. Third year 81 completed. In the year 1982, first entry is for interest. Increase in debtor, increase in income. X income is a debtor, interest is a income. So both increases. Asset increases, interest income increases. Being interest earned 280. 280 debit, 280 credit. Then receiving installment. For receiving installment, bank account debtor to X company account. Bank balance increases, debtor balance decreases. Remember this. 3000, 3000. Next is for transfer of interest. Interest account debtor to P&L account, being interest transferred. 3 entries. Same entries are there. I repeated the entries. Only thing is change of interest. Only change is change of interest only. 1982 to completed. You take the total and take this total to the next page. In the next page, write the date, particular LF and debit credit. Then you record the B bar F, balance of the previous page total. Then last year date 31st 12/83. First entry for interest. Increase in asset, increase in income. Being interest earned. 128 is the last year interest. Okay. Then payment of, receiving installment. Bank account debtor to X company account. Installment received. 3000, 3000. Then transfer of interest. Interest account debtor to P&L. These are the entries I already explained, and your duty is to copy and paste. You copy and paste. The last total is 36,000, 36,000. 36,000, 36,000 is the total. Okay. In this way, you pass the journal entries. In this problem, I explained in detail regarding journal entries in the books of purchaser and seller. For journal entry problem, you make this problem perfect. For journal entries, you make this problem perfect. You will pass the journal entries in the books of purchaser and seller. Okay, this is the model solution for journal entry. This is a model one. One problem I completed on ledger account. One problem I completed in ledger account in the purchaser and seller. This problem is based on journal entry in the purchaser and seller. You make two problems perfect regarding the journal entry in account, and there is no necessity of other problems. Okay. And because of internet shortage, I will not continue now, and we will see the remaining in the next class. Okay. In the next class, I will prepare the accounts. Thank you. There is no, my internet is low, so I will not continue now. Thank you.